In this video we're going to take a look at the basic outside low kick to the front leg of the opponent. So the basic technique looks like this. So there's a couple of things going on here. There's many ways to throw the outside low kick, and this is just kind of the one basic way to do it. So what I want to do is with my front leg, I'm going to kind of step in like this. So I'm stepping out 45 degrees here. The placement of the foot can vary a little bit depending on what my opponent is doing. But I want to step out a little bit to bring my head off his line of attack. So the worst thing I can do would be to throw the kick and get nailed by his right hand here. If I just kick here, I'm going to eat that like right to the face. Even if you have your hands up like correctly, it's still going to knock you off balance. So ideally you want to bring yourself a little bit off his line of attack. So he's supposed to eat the power of your kick without having a lot of possibilities to counter. So again here, I'm stepping out here and I'm bringing my hip forward here. So I'm going to kind of stretch my hip, and that pulls the leg down in an arc this way. And I want the impact to be 90 degrees on his thigh. If I'm impacting his thigh and less than 90 degrees, the power is kind of gonna slide off. So I want to bring as much force going into his body as possible. So I want to like chop it 90 degrees. Depending on what I'm doing, how I'm using the kick, I can hit a couple of different places. One place I like to aim is a bit high on the leg actually. It's going to make it a little easier when you catch the kick, but it's going to really suck if I connect. So on your opponent's leg, you've got the big muscle here, the quadriceps, and then like up here, there's a spot where there's not a lot of muscle or anything. And if you kind of chop yourself there, it's gonna really hurt. There's a big nerve running down here. If you hit that, the leg's gonna go numb fairly quickly. So that's the spot we wanna ideally hit. So I can do a couple of different setups. We'll get into that in another video. But basically here, step out, bring the hip through, drop the power kind of down like this, so you make sure you get that 90 degrees impact. Like this, and immediately back to your stance. When I'm kicking, I'm also kind of dropping down. So it's kind of difficult to explain exactly what's going on, but the stance leg kind of buckles immediately as I connect. I don't want to show it like full power now because he doesn't have any padding in his leg. But the difference is kind of this. I'll throw a kick without dropping the energy down, and I'll throw one with. So without, it looks like this. With, it looks like this. So I'm chopping down with the kick, kind of putting all my weight into the impact from the kick. So one last time here, I'm in my stance. I drop down like this and immediately come back. My hands are up, protecting my face. I'll just throw a couple of kicks in the air here, stepping out, protecting my face with my hands like this. So again, it's the shoulder from the arm that's pulling back, and the forearm from the other arm here in the hand. Stepping out like this. Ideally, I don't want to kick so I end up turning my back. A lot of more classical Thai boxing stylists have a tendency to like rotate, so when they kick, they spin all the way through like that. For MMA, I don't really like that because it forces you to take your eyes off the opponent. So I like a kick where if I miss, I just kind of go like that. Like this. So yeah, that's the basic mechanics of your outside low kick. As I said before, there's a ton of different ways to use the outside low kick. And this is just one of them. But this has worked very well for me, and I find I can get a lot of power into this kick. So if you found this video useful, please take a second and press like. If you know someone that could benefit from this information, please share the video with them. Then that way we're all gonna get better at martial arts.
Hoo-yah!